Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. I'm so excited for today's video because it is on breaking news of something that has just happened, which is for the first time in a very, very, very long time, Wendy Williams is breaking her silence. Now, we have been covering a lot to do with Wendy Williams. You know that I love Wendy Williams, and everything that has been going on since she left her show has been incredibly confusing, and we know that she's currently under this conservatorship, and then we also have been told that she has been diagnosed with, I think it's called like alopecia and dementia, and so it's not great what we're hearing about Wendy Williams. And then we know that there was the documentary that was released, the Where is Wendy Williams, which has now, entered this big legal battle because, her people are saying that she wasn't able to consent to being a part of it. The documentary was very exploitative of her, showed her in a very bad light, and shouldn't have been made, in my opinion. I believe it shouldn't have been made. And we now have Wendy Williams speaking out on The Breakfast Club, and I was going to watch this on my own, and these are my favorite kind of videos when I'm genuinely really, really, really excited and curious to watch it. And so we're going to do this together because we've watched and kept up with the Wendy Williams news. So let's get into it. Also, just want to let you know that I am now on Patreon. I have a bunch of videos that are Patreon exclusive, and I'm going to be posting 10 Patreon exclusive videos a month. Really excited about all that. And also, we are a month away from opening night on tour in Brooklyn, Chicago, Seattle, LA, Dallas, London, Dublin. We have another 15 to 20 dates being announced in the next couple of weeks. So if you don't have a date on there, it'll be coming very soon. Please get tickets if you haven't. We are on that final countdown right now. I cannot wait to meet everyone, and I cannot wait to do the show. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
Breakfast Club, Laura Rosa is with us as well, and we have a special guest on the line, the legend, the icon.
Yes.
The reason that we do what we do each and every morning.
Yeah, because the OG with a radio show, by the way, Wendy Williams is not just her TV show, which is legendary within itself, but that is the OG radio.
Especially me.
We have Wendy Williams on the line. Good morning, Wendy.
Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, Charlemagne.
Peace, Wendy. And Wendy's niece, Alex, is on as well. Alex, you're going to be talking too, right?
Hey, Alex.
That's my niece, Alex. That's my niece, Alex. And Charlemagne and I, by the way, have known each other for like 20 years and running.
That is very true.
Wow.
Listen, Wendy, let's get right to it. I'm going to tell everybody what's going on. Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship. If you don't know what a conservatorship is.
Now, I had that slowed down by accident. So if Wendy sounded a little bit, iffy, or they sounded a little bit, I had it slowed down for some reason. So sorry about that. So we've now have it up to pace. But I really, really, really hope that Wendy doesn't get in trouble. I don't know what that looks like for doing this interview because we know that they're speaking out against the conservatorship, and we've had a little bit of an insight to, what happens when you speak out against your conservatorship, with Britney Spears being put in the mental hospital and being literally drugged up. So I'm just rooting for her, and I'm not having the conversation where people will always comment and be like, well, it's her karma. Shut the fuck up.
This is when someone is in charge of making decisions on your behalf, but usually because the conservatee is not able to make decisions for themselves. Wendy can make her own decisions.
Which is crazy. She's doing this as well, and her team are going to absolutely hate it, the conservators, because they're saying she has dementia, is incoherent, cannot do anything on her own, and here she is having conversations. Well, we'll see. I haven't watched it yet. It literally just premiered.
She is not cognitively impaired. She is not incapacitated. She is being taken advantage of.
Right.
Wendy, tell us what's going on.
Well, first of all, to start with, my niece Alex knows a lot as well, but I am not cognitively impaired. You know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in New York City, right? And by the way, my apartment has been sold, thank God, a while ago. But I'm in this place where the people are in their 90s and their 80s and their 70s, and even when people are 60 like me, hey, I'm sexy and gorgeous. I am 60.
Give her show back. This is not someone who is so mentally impaired that they cannot talk, or someone who is so in need of people to direct her or speak for her or whatever like this. Wendy is showing them up right now. Like, oh my goodness.
Look, please, July 18th, 1964, honey. But look, these people, I don't care if they're 50 and 60. They have look, there's something wrong with these people here on this floor. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm not saying something bad. I'm just saying that I am with these people. I am clearly not, look, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner right here on the bed. All right, I watch TV, I listen to radio, I look at the window, I talk on the phone. And by the way, Alex, talk about this phone, please. Alex, you've been right here where I am, so you know exactly what you're talking about. You flew from Miami to New York, and you were right here with me. Go ahead.
Yeah, and what she's saying is exactly
So her niece.
what's happened. She's there in New York, in this place, essentially like what some would call a luxury prison, right? This is her room. That's literally her apartment. But the thing about this apartment, and you know this, not Wendy, because you're there. It's small. She has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window. A building's across the street. That's her life.
Excuse me, and excuse me, through my money, I had this person buy the TV, the kind of TV I like, a large TV. You understand what I'm saying? Through this person, because all of my stuff is in storage. You understand what I'm saying? Everything's in storage. And by the way, that was to sell my apartment. But anyway.
Is the person your guardian? Is that who you're referring to, your guardian?
Yes.
Well, Sabrina Morrissey is her name, and right now A&E Network, A&E Network and Lifetime were sued by Sabrina. She claims they exploited you in a vulnerable state. They exploited your condition, and I'm putting conditions.
Is what we covered.
You signed to do that documentary without your consent, but A&E and Lifetime countersued and said that Sabrina realized the documentary would question the quality of her own guardianship. It actually says in the lawsuit, it appears that Morrissey is misusing her position as a guardian of Williams to silence criticism of her controversial and failed administration of the guardianship. They even used the words guardianship abuse. What do you think of that?
Well, this is so great. And again, I do believe that there's going to be, unfortunately, repercussions for Wendy Williams doing this, but it's so good. And this is like, there would have been no progress with the Britney Spears conservatorship if people weren't allowed to hear her speak. And whenever that, court hearing of her leaked, it was such a pivotal point for the Free Britney being seen as not a conspiracy, but an actuality of what was going on. And so this is going to have huge ramifications. And again, we're hearing these lawsuits and mentally impaired and needing guardianship and everything's being sold and being sued, and hearing directly from Wendy is so important here. So important. I'm so glad this was able to be set up.
Well, first of all, me and the person that you were just talking about, this guardian person, we watched that 4-part thing on TV together. She was the one who wanted to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm watching and writing things down, and she's watching and writing things down, and I saw her. I saw all of that, by the way. And what do I think about being abused? Listen, look. This system is broken. This system that I'm in, this system.
I mean, I cannot believe that we're dealing with another conservatorship abuse case when it was so brought to the forefront what Britney Spears went through. And by the way, what so many people go through. We heard about Britney Spears because she is Britney Spears. Think of the amount of people who are not Britney Spears who are being abused, and there's no way out in terms like that. There needs to be a complete rewriting of the conservatorship thing. Like,
it has falsified, a lot. You know what I'm saying?
They said you're cognitively impaired and you're incapacitated.
Do I seem that way?
No.
You've been calling me 5 times a day for the last 2 weeks. No, you don't seem that way.
How dare, excuse me, who I naturally am is who I naturally am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
And my niece knows all about that crap. I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize.
To be clear, you can't leave. Like, they won't allow you to leave or have visitors, family members or not. So you can't even leave and take a walk if you wanted to, or take a trip or visit family members. They give you a difficult time for that, and family members can't visit you?
Excuse me, where I am, okay, you have to get keys to unlock the door to press the elevator to go downstairs, first of all. Second of all, these people here, everybody is like nursemaids, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They come in and they give your pills, you know what I'm saying? And then they leave. And
Which I told you not to take. I told you don't take them pills.
Excuse me, I've had 2 pills all of my life. Alex, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Excuse me, there are 7 pills. I have no idea what is this pill doing. What is it going to be? Listen, I haven't been to a pill person in a matter of long time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to the point where
it's crazy because it's exactly the same as what Britney Spears went through, where they would, make her have all this medication and force her on all this medication. And it's really scary to be being prescribed things or being forced to take things, allegedly, and you've no idea what it is. And it's someone making the decision on what you're getting who is taking all of your money and using all your money and having access. So they may allegedly be giving you things to make you mentally incoherent. The same way Britney Spears was being given fucking lithium.
Excuse me, doctor, can you tell me what this pill is for? Excuse me, doctor, what pill do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, for the last 3 years, I have been caught up in the system. This has been 3 years I'm caught up in the system. Alex, go talk. Talk, Alex, talk.
No, I mean, for 3 years, this is the reality. This has been our lives. So, but specifically her life.
So, just to clarify, she isn't allowed to see family. Family aren't allowed to come. No one's allowed to visit her because she was saying about having all these key cards to get out of the building.
Call us. We can't call her. That's been the reality since 2023.
Wow.
Alex, that room that she's sitting in, she's there every day, all hours of the day, every week, every month. She's not getting proper sunlight. I went to New York in October to visit her.
And how can that not make someone crazy? And they're relying on that. The conservatorship system relies on that. Beating these people down and using all of their resources. Fuck, we need to rewrite this system. And why haven't we already?
And the level of security and the level of questions that there were in terms of who am I? Why am I here? What's the purpose? I mean, it was absolutely just horrible.
You know, Alex, we sent Lauren LaRosa, who works here on the Breakfast Club. You know, I connected her with Wendy a couple of days ago. Lauren went up there yesterday. And tell them what happened, Lauren.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Alex, was it like this for you? When I got there, the people at the front were very aware that Wendy was there. They had me sign in. Her name was in the system. They had to call Sabrina to even see if I could go up there, even though Wendy was on the phone with me when I arrived. And she let them know, hey, this is my guest. I want to see her. I'll even come down. Please have someone bring me down. Because as she said, she can't get in the elevator nor leave her room without them unlocking things for her.
Wow. And being there for 3 fucking years?
They were aware of that and everything was fine. And I was waiting. They called Sabrina a couple times and she didn't answer the phone when they called. And then all of a sudden things just like flipped. These like men came out and they're like, who are you? And what are you here for? I told them who I was. I told them I was there to see Wendy. They said, we don't have anyone here by that name.
Oh, wow.
They never said to me,
Did you believe that?
No, I didn't did I not make it upstairs? They basically told me I didn't even feel comfortable still being in the lobby the way that I was treated. Like, it was insane, especially being as though Wendy was on the phone with me when I walked in and she
Literally just isolating these people to make them crazy.
spoke to the concierge herself and said, I want to see this person. She is here for me. And then these people are like, she's not even here. What are you talking about? And I'm like, I dealt with your colleagues that had me sign in for her. She's in your system. So you're going to tell me she's not here? Or did you speak to Sabrina as well? Because they said that was protocol. You have to call Sabrina first. We don't know Sabrina and we don't know Wendy. Wow. She's not here. They said that to me multiple times.
Wow.
You know,
and it's scary. It's very scary.
Did you feel like she was in a safe space?
No, I feel like if you dealing with me like that and she's on the phone with you telling you like this is, you know what I mean? I want to see her. This is my people. God forbid something happens to her. Her family needs to get to her. And I asked Wendy that as I was walking out. I'm like, yo, man, like I've dealt with my mom and my grandmother went through medical stuff and a bunch of stuff, right? I can't imagine not being able to get to them.
See my mother.
Right. And I said, is this how it is when your family comes? And Wendy's like, yes.
Well,
like,
you know, denying you visitation is illegal, Wendy. Alex, how do you feel about that as her niece?
Well, here's the thing. When I went to visit her, Aunt Wendy, and you know this, I was able to get up there. It was not a problem. But here's the thing, is that Sabrina, wasn't communicative, and that's her guardian, wasn't communicative with me. It was almost as if she was waiting for the other shoe to drop so she could have a get-you moment when it comes with me, the family, and how we move about things. I mean, for someone that was, is so up in arms in terms of she can't be seen, there was no security for her. There was no, layout in terms of a plan, how this is supposed to work. I mean...
You know what I really fear, just knowing how corrupt this system is, that they're going to not allow Wendy Williams to have a phone anymore or to have calls and completely isolate her. How does that not make someone crazy? How does that not drive someone crazy? And we're having all these media stories. She is dementia. She is aphasia, or whatever it's called, aphasia or whatever. She's mentally incoherent. She cannot talk. She cannot walk. She cannot... And meanwhile, she's been isolated in a room for 3 years?
Thank God, you know what I mean? I knew what to do, and the trip was fine. But this trip, unfortunately, came off the heels of in July with my aunt's birthday, where I was supposed to go up there and spend her birthday with her, and all of a sudden, there was a lockdown on that. And not only was there a lockdown on that in terms of me visiting, but with you, Aunt Wendy, with being able to do what you want to do for your birthday. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, for the last 3 years, I've spent my birthday by myself. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying? That's fine.
And think about Wendy Williams, the net worth she has, the career she's lived, and she's not able to use any of that in her life now. And she's being locked in a room.
Fine, just because because it's fine. Like I would rather spend birth by myself than open the door and spend my birthday with these people on this floor. Look, this is what.
That's so sad that she is now isolating herself because she doesn't want to be around the other people that are in this kind of building.
Emotional abuse. You know what I'm saying?
I would call it guardianship abuse as well. And you talked about it a little bit when you saw the documentary. What did you think when you saw the documentary? Because that's what got everybody, at least the general public, concerned. What did you think of that?
Do you know what? What I thought about that was that's something that. Well, first of all, I don't want to watch that again until I get to Miami. Until I get my life. Look. I don't care about watching that. You know what I care about? I care about if I don't want to talk about that just behind the scenes. I get it.
But I do want to ask Alex, you as well. So
it's so sad as well, and I can understand her not wanting to talk about it just on the basis that they really exploited her in it, and they.
I do want to say Wendy can't say a lot legally.
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
So don't think that when you hear her, don't think she's jumping around. She don't know what she's talking about. She can't say a lot legally.
And I was going to ask
Many lawsuits.
the rumors, because a couple of months ago we heard, well, Wendy's having this problem and she's incapacitated.
They said she's cognitively impaired because of alcohol. She's incapacitated. She's suffering from dementia.
Obviously, it's not true. So do we know who's sending out those rumors to the press and to the blogs and all that? Do we know? Do we have any ideas?
I mean, allegedly, from what we're able to see, all of this comes from The Guardian.
Yep.
In terms of, hey, she's incapacitated, all that. That's allegedly all the Guardian. I'm only just saying allegedly, just obviously to protect all sides. But
Of course.
yeah.
Because obviously it's not true. And the sad thing about it gives her the ability.
Scary.
Because we all feel like, if that's the case, then yeah. But listening to Wendy speak and seeing Wendy a couple of weeks ago at her son's graduation, you understand that that's not the truth.
Listen. As much as I want my phone, she can't let me have my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I can call you, but you can't call me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't even know what kind of phone this is that I have. All I'm saying is that when I call you, you listen. If you don't call me back, you can't call me back. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I can't sit on the phone, and look at things. You know what I'm saying? And scroll through things.
Literally having all these news stories about you that basically you're dying and you don't even have a phone to access or know that they're being written about you is so fucking corrupt and so fucking evil. And also being restricted in the fact you can call people but they can't call you is also fucking crazy. And also just living in that room for 3 years and having a phone that literally you can only call people is insane behavior.
Can't do that. I do not have a laptop. You understand? I don't have an iPad. My life is my goddamn life. You understand?
How does this happen though, Wendy? How does this happen, Alex? How does she end up in a guardianship where these people have so much control of her life? Because it's not like she does not have family. She has you, Alex.
Hold on. Support Wendy Williams' fight for independence. GoFundMe. What is this? Oh wow. So friends of the Williams family is organizing this. A GoFundMe fundraiser is currently being urgently organized to assist Wendy Williams' family in expediting her return to her rightful home in Florida. For far too long, Wendy has faced the challenges of being unjustly placed under guardianship and labeled as incapacitated, despite her strong will and determination to live her life freely. Her current situation is not only unfair, but also deeply isolating. The guardian assigned to her has severed her connections with friends and family, leaving her without the support network she so desperately needs. The isolation in New York City has made it increasingly difficult for her to maintain strength and resilience because they want to fucking beat her down. Wendy's family is passionately advocating for her return to Florida, where she can once again be surrounded with the love and support of those who care about her. They are suffering emotionally as they witness the toll her isolation is taking on her well-being. Unfortunately, they've exhausted their financial resources. Legal services can be expensive, and without our support, they may struggle. Wow. Okay, great. Now I'm going to link that down below as well. But that's what it is. It's crazy that they're arguing that her being under this conservatorship, locked in this room, is better than her being with her family. Because they're using all of her money, by the way, and they have access to all her money. It's very similar to the Britney Spears story that we, had read. But it's so disturbing. It's so fucking disturbing. And these conservatorships locking you away, isolating you, having no connections, no people skills, whatever. It's to break you down. Therefore, the next time the public see you, they're like, wow, you've deteriorated. Who fucking wouldn't?
She has her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. She has family. So how does this happen?
Go ahead, Owen.
No, I was going to say, you know what? My life, and Charlemagne, you know about my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To get divorced was, as far as I'm concerned, was a 100% fabulous thing. You know what I'm saying? When I got divorced, look, I had this lawyer. I don't even want to say her beautiful name because it was so great. I've gotten a divorce like nobody else has gotten a divorce, and I don't want to talk about it. But Alex, you know about that, and Charlemagne. Did I ever tell you about my divorce?
You did, and I don't want to know nothing. I don't know anything. Okay?
Right.
That man has tried to ruin me several times already.
No. Look, it's bigger than that. But look. When I got divorced, right? I moved to New York, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to in New Jersey. I was solo, just me and my cats, you know what I'm saying? I got these 2 twin cats who, by the way, my cats have been sold to, and I had no idea until I talked to that person yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And she told me.
Chit-chatting my way? They sold her fucking cats?
Look, I no longer have my cats. Anyway, look, listen. I'm in New York.
She loved those damn cats.
I'm solo. I'm still doing my show on TV, right? And I'm still doing my show, but I'm still saying, okay, because to me, being on TV was, for me, I'm not going to lie. That was about money. Radio is my root. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To be on radio to me is like God sent to me. And I was doing such great stuff back in the day. You know what I mean?
Duh, that's an understatement. What are you talking about?
We
What
literally
you
hear
mean?
me and Jess sitting here right now. Jess
What?
Hilarious is here. Me and Jess are sitting here right now. Wendy just like
And
we're
I'm trying
like
to figure out how you doing, Wendy. This is just hilarious. How you doing, Miss Wendy? I wanted to know what you want people who are listening to do. What do you want us to do? Should we tweet? Should we get online? Like what do you want us to do? Also, Alex, what do you want?
Oh, no. I'm not going to talk about that. Charlemagne, Alex, you talk about that. Go ahead.
Well, we've talked about this, and that is there's the hashtag Free Wendy. There's also a change.org petition as well. And also just making as much noise as possible, Oh,
and we will.
Essentially, GoFundMe, whatever we have to do to make sure that my aunt is in a place where she is living her life in dignity.
Wait,
for the woman that she is now, that's what we're going to do.
Wait, I have $15. I have $15.
There you have
what
it.
does that do?
Right. There you have it. And
Wendy is too crazy.
My money is in prison.
That's right.
I just want to underscore what.
And isn't it crazy that they have to do a GoFundMe to get her out of this when Wendy Williams has all of her net worth, but her conservators have it? God, this fucking system.
You were saying, Charlene, as well, and that is, this is still a legal situation. So yes, there are things that my aunt just can't talk about.
Yeah.
There are things that we as a family can't talk about.
That's right.
But I think that the thing that we can talk about is the fact that my aunt sounds great.
Yes.
I've seen her in a very limited capacity, but I've seen her. We're talking to her. This does not match an incapacitated person.
Not at all.
And she that's why we say she's in like a luxury prison.
Yes.
Because she is being held and she is being punished. You know what I mean? For whatever reason that other people are coming up with as to why it is she has to be kept in this position. We're not asking
to make money
for a whole lot. And I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not asking for a whole lot. All I'm saying is just treat the woman with dignity.
Absolutely.
And give her the freedoms that she deserves.
Well, let's say let's say what Wendy wants. Wendy wants to be, released out of this conservatorship, but she wants to be in Miami with her family, with you, Alex, and with
It's so crazy. She's literally not asking. She can do what she wants, but she's not asking for much. She's asking to go back fucking home to her family.
the rest of the family.
This woman worked her entire fucking life, and the second she stops working, they lock her away.
She wants to be in Miami.
And has no access to any of that money.
Told everybody she needed to tell. I don't know why it's not happening.
No. Let me just say, and then you can go back, Charlemagne. Mm-hmm. Let me just say about Miami, okay? It started out with my parents, to Miami. We're all from New Jersey, but near New York. So you listen to Radio New York, you see Radio New York. You know what I'm saying? Asbury Park, New Jersey, okay? That's where I was born, all right? But then, I moved up to Ocean Township, and then my parents were the first ones in the family that said, no, we're tired of the cold.
This is not someone who's mentally incapacitated or can't fucking talk with dementia, by the way.
27 when they moved to Miami. Anyway, the entire family My son is doing such a great job. As a matter of fact, I saw him. Look, he graduated, and I was in Miami, and that was about a month ago.
Yep.
Alex, talk about the great time that we had, and seeing my dad. We all went out and had like a party at one point.
Yeah.
Your dad's gonna be 94 next week. I mean,
This makes me so sad, and it makes me really sad that they're stripping her time away with her father because he is really old. And they're stripping away the precious time she has left with him. Like, it's so fucking evil to its core. It makes me so angry.
right?
Listen, my
Well,
dad.
that's a whole nother conversation.
94. That's a whole nother thing. Like, I don't know whether I'm allowed to fly to Miami to say happy birthday to my dad.
Wow.
Get him.
Wow.
I want to get him. Look. Well, that person that you talk about who's holding me hostage.
Sabrina
so to
Morrissey, your
God.
guardian. We got to say her name. We got to put her name out there. Sabrina Morrissey,
Well,
her guardian.
listen. I don't know that she's going to let me because she already said to see my dad for his birthday. You know, he's going to be 94. So, and all I can, look. Please continue to talk, Alex. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, look, can I say something out too?
Yeah, go
So,
ahead.
you know, I know,
Yeah.
you know, you lost your grandmother, Alex. Wendy, you lost.
How do we literally have a person saying this on live radio and no change is happening?
Yeah.
Your mother, you were in the conservatorship when that happened.
Here's the thing. She was not in the conservatorship when that happened, but that period of time was right before. And to know that she may not be able to come down here for my grandfather's 94th birthday, every day is not promised.
Right.
One thing that I know that my aunt wanted, and we talked about this ad nauseum, she wants to be here for his birthday.
Wow.
And the fact that they are playing games about my grandfather being able to see his daughter and my aunt being able to see her father, I'm sorry. That is just absolutely sickening.
Like, I'm exhausted thinking about what if I can't see my dad for his birthday? You know, at 94, you know, the day after that is not promised. It's not promised. You know, I have things from my dad that's in storage. And there are little things that I say, you know, I'm not going to give it to him, but I'm going to sew them and make them so that they look perfect on me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know how to sew. I've known how to sew for years. You know what I'm saying?
This is genuinely so evil and so crazy and so fucked up. And I'm so grateful for this Breakfast Club pyre, I guess they're called, you know, doing this. I'm really scared for what is going to happen next with Wendy, you know, her doing this. It's like when Britney spoke out and they fucking locked her away. Wendy is already locked away. But this is so important and so need to happen. And please, everyone, please continue talking about this, because you know why? The more people that we get out of abusive conservatorships, the overall system is closer to being changed.
But I'm saying, like, I want to give my dad some sort of fragrance. You know, I want to go to Sephora and pick and choose what might not be.
Yeah.
My life is like fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
Alex, do you think that there'll be some type of
Oh my God, this is so fucking heartbreaking. Like,
there'll be some type of retaliation from the guardian because of you know, maybe this phone call or because of wow.
We've talked about that. You know, my aunt, even with her wanting to come on, we talked about all scenarios. I said, you know, if you do this, you're ready for what's on the other side. And as she said, I have to do this. There's nothing else I could do at this point. She's prepared for the fact that her phone might be taken away.
What if they take my phone? I won't be able to talk to anybody.
Yeah. And, you know, you all, what you're hearing now, this is a few-minute clip of what we've been dealing with for the last several months and the last 2-3 years.
Wow.
Like, what the hell?
Like, she can get moved and we may not even know where she is.
Wow.
That was the reality of where she was during the documentary. We weren't permitted to go see her. So this whole documentary aired. Nobody's able to call her. Nobody's able to see her. You know, the reason why I was doing the stuff with The View and Good Morning America was because she was nowhere to be found.
Wow.
In the meantime, you.
oh my God, like genuine fucking goosebumps. This is, how do we have someone saying this and the ability for them to still continue to be abused can happen? Do you know how hard it has to be and bad it has to be for someone to say that I know that I might lose everything even though I don't have much from speaking out right now? Oh, those conservatorships have something on their ass with me, because you fucking bet your ass, like we did with Free fucking Britney back before people thought it was fucking popular to talk about Free Britney. We're talking about this fucking Free Wendy shit. What the fuck? GoFundMe is, I know I have my fucking Patreon and turn stuff like that. This is the top of the fucking description, top of the pinned comment. This is the important one. And it's crazy that we have to raise money to get her out of a situation when she has so much money.
What are we going to do about that?
Listen, here's a weird thing, right? And while you're on The View, right, I got the telephone number. I could call Joy Behar, but my number is with The Guardian. I could call my friend Rosanna Scotto. I could call Fat Joe. I could call Alex. My number is not in storage, but my Guardian person has my phone.
Right.
God damn.
Alex, let me ask you a question. Besides,
has had it for 3 years, by the way.
She's had your phone for 3 years, and she got control of all your bank accounts and everything? Wow. Okay. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Now, Alex,
but that's what the news report said. The news report said she has control of your bank accounts and everything.
Besides the Instagram and social media, who can we write? Who can we stay on top of? Whether it's her boss, what agency? Because this has to go bigger than just social media.
You want me to? I'll send people up there.
Please.
We got the address. You want me to I'll put the address out there right now.
Let's not send people up there.
We have a mob outside of that facility.
Yeah, we can pick it outside. You can pick it outside and do that outside.
Do not do that.
But do we have an email?
Oh my God! No! You want to know what? Please.
I was there yesterday. Do not do that.
No, not there. To Sabrina's place.
Do we have an email for Sabrina that we can email and just have people say, "Yo, what's going on? What's up?" But by the way,
can I tell you?
Yes, go ahead.
Can I tell you something? Other than when I was able to purchase like a whole bunch of I got like nail polish and lipstick and things like that. Otherwise, when
that being a luxury for Wendy Williams,
I'm here in New York. The Guardian has somebody get me like nail polish and, like the normal things that I like. Like, I need a new hairbrush, please. Go out and get it for me and bring it back. Oh, no, this is not the one that I want, but I guess this is the one that I'm forced to use. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about eyelashes? What about eyelashes?
Look, I'm the full hair, makeup, and wardrobe person.
When I walked in yesterday, she said, she was stories up. She saw me out the window. She said, "Is that a Chanel bag?" I said, "Wendy, how you see that?"
Wendy been getting Chanel bags for years.
Ain't nothing incapacitated about that. She spotted that bag from floors up, okay?
Excuse me, because I have a Chanel with me, but I also have an Hermes with me right here.
Okay.
Who doesn't love labels, darling?
Cut it out. We got $15. Cut it out. Listen, Wendy's attorney, Linda Relisky, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She made a contribution. This is what I heard. She made a contribution to the judge after she was assigned to your case.
Really?
Isn't that a conflict of interest?
Oh my God, and she doesn't even know.
Alex?
I would say so. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God.
There you have it.
Oh my God.
And I'd be happy for somebody to prove me wrong and tell me why.
Wow.
Give me
Wendy didn't even have any idea this is happening.
access to why that's not.
Alex, I have one more question for you. And Wendy, you can chime in too. How does this affect her health? Because I know we followed her journey with like grave disease and stuff like that, but like being emotionally distressed like this, that can't be good for her just health wise. And that's supposed to be the point of the conservatorship. So what's that like?
Yeah, imagine you're sitting in a space every single day. You're not getting sunlight. You're not able to leave your place. You can't see people. You can't just have free conversation. You do this day in and day out for months and for years at a time. Emotionally and mentally, that breaks you down in ways that I can't even imagine. I mean, we know that. There have been stories written about that.
Can I tell you something? And this is a fact. Yeah. I asked the other day, I said, listen, my thyroid, I want to go to the person that I've been going to for years. I've got her name, you know what I'm saying?
A very simple thing, and we know that Wendy's being very open about her thyroid.
That is who I want to go to. Again, you know what I'm saying? Because thyroid I've had for 24 years. I found out about thyroid, around the time, at the time that I was trying to get pregnant, and my son is 24, so that's how I can, tell, my thyroid. Anyway, and she told me that I wouldn't be going there because my pill for thyroid is perfect. The pill that I have for thyroid is perfect. I'm like, okay.
So they're just changing and assigning, and this is so fucked up.
So what does that mean? Look, this is my life, people. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is my goddamn life.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's so many different little things that we could talk about. I mean, and that's why it feels as though almost there's so many tabs open in our heads at one time, because it truly is a story that's unbelievable. The bottom line is my aunt hasn't had, I mean, we talked about this yesterday. She hasn't had, from what I understand, a medical evaluation to see if her rights can be restored. And it seems as though that instead of this guardian, Sabrina.
My goodness, sorry, just had a bunch of pop-ups on my screen. My goodness. Please leave. Sorry. The noise scared me.
She's made it difficult every which way for my aunt to be able to live any sort of healthy, independent life.
Wow.
And, it's almost as if she doesn't want my aunt to show that she's healthy and independent.
And she wants her to get unhealthy so it can fit the narrative of them being able to keep the fucking money and control.
As we know about these guardianships, and as my aunt has said, the system's broken, because the longer she's under this guardianship, the longer they have the keys to her life, for her personal, her financial, her emotional, everything. And so that's the reality of the guardianship system. It's overloaded. There's a reason why they're looking at the New York guardianship system right now. There's a reason why lawmakers are calling on state leaders to reform this system. It's because it's broken. And it's a shame that we're in this place. I know I'm getting really emotionally charged right now, but this is how sickening it is and how tired I am of having to talk about this and have these conversations with my aunt, because it's not just her. And thank God that we have platforms like this that we can go on and we can talk about this. But there is a lack of scrutiny across the board. We know there's a lack of funding. There are too few guardians for the amount of people under this system, and as a result, a lot of things go unchecked. There's a lot of neglect, as well as, obviously, we know as well, financial exploitation of some of the most vulnerable people. That's the reality. Those are facts. It's written in print. And my aunt is one of those people, one of the over 28,000 people under guardianship in New York. She's one of those people
New York
in the situation. So yes, this is about her. Yes, we want her back. Yes, we want her freed. Yes, we want her to live with dignity and be able to move on with her life. But her story is a fight that many other people are going through as well, and they don't have the resources. So imagine where they stand at this point. And that's why I'm so passionate about this. You brought enough is enough.
Alex, you brought up something that they brought up in the A&E lawsuit. It said the documentarians have not spoken positively about Williams' guardianship. There's a bill in the New York legislature right now that's designed to curb guardian abuse and prevent guardians from restricting access to family members. That's what the executive producer, Mark Ford.
That's just the craziest thing as well. Wendy, even if she wanted to ask for the Moon and Stars, it's her life and whatever. But the fact that she's really just asking for access to her family and they are fundamentally denying her that is evil. There needs to be a complete reform of the conservatorship, and we've talked about it for so long, and here we go again.
February 2024. I'm not sure where that bill stands, but this is a perfect illustration of a family that wants to be in touch, wants to be involved, but for whatever reason can't. So that's really the purpose of this phone call, just to let everybody know that Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship.
That's right.
And she's not cognitively impaired, she's not incapacitated, she's just being taken advantage of.
And it's so evil that the average person right now would believe all these things about Wendy Williams because they've been pushed out in the media and she's been silenced.
And also, remember, I feel like I'm in prison. I am definitely isolated. You know what I'm saying? And to talk to these people who, like I said, who live here, that is not my cup of tea. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're good people, but I keep the door closed. I watch TV. You know what I'm saying? I listen to radio. And I watch the window. And I sit here as my life goes by. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you know what, Lauren, I want to say something because I did hear yesterday about you going and it was like the whole mess, which you just explained.
Yes.
Also, I want to go a little bit further with that, Wendy, because we talked about this yesterday. That happened and the alarm bells started ringing. That's when my aunt was told, and I'm paraphrasing here, but your cats chit-chatting my way. And anybody that's a Wendy fan knows how much my aunt loves chit-chatting my way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave those cats away. You don't have them anymore.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah, your dad's birthday? Well, that's up in the air. You're going to have to talk with Linda.
Holy fuck, they're ruining her life to make her crack so then they can show the public that she's cracked.
Yeah, when you talked about those
she's
cats
getting
the whole
punished.
way there. Yes. Oh my God.
It's like she's getting punished
Right.
for just trying to be a normal person
To live.
about society and to live. Exactly.
And for the record, Wendy was really excited to talk about those cats when I got there. That's all she was talking about. It's like, we got to talk about the cats because she said that her cats have been in like a home or something like that for a year, and she doesn't know how they're being treated. And That she wanted to talk about that. Like she really wanted to talk to me about that. And I'm like, I'm being treated as if I'm here to rob a bank, and I'm just here because she's lonely and she just wants to talk to someone and see someone in person. And she lit up when she saw me walking down the street. Like I couldn't believe it.
So Alex, they took her cats?
Yes. So that's what she told me yesterday, right, Aunt Wen?
Yes, I had no idea that I had no idea that they actually took my cats. You know what I'm saying? You know, I wanted my cats with me. You understand what I'm saying? And I actually.
Why couldn't she have had that? Why couldn't she have had that? They have the money for that. Bring her cats to her. But no, they've gotten rid of them?
That's my friend Lauren. I was saying, Lauren, you know what I'm saying? You know, come, you know, about the cats. Anyway, so my cats are gone, everybody. And I did not know that until I talked to my guardian person. And she told me that the cats, I said, you mean they are gone, chit-chat? And my way, my twin cats, they're gone. And, you know, I got my cats through watching TV with, you know, doing my show. And anyway, listen. And about the water. Look, I don't know what kind of water you all drink. I am a Poland Springs person till my, look, Poland Spring is my Poland Spring. So yesterday, you know, because I asked the guardian person, I'm like, look, the water, where's my water? And today, or excuse me, yesterday, or look, and I told it to you, Alex, the water. Yeah. You know, what is it?
The water, you got like some brand that you're not, you know, used to getting, which is it's a normal brand. But I think that the bigger conversation.
It just goes to show that they're not willing to give her anything she wants, even down to the kind of water brand she wants.
Is that it's a constant fight just for you to get the basic necessities. You don't ask for much. Right. Here's the thing about my aunt. She's a very low maintenance person for anybody that really knows her. She doesn't ask for much. The one thing she wants is just the Poland Spring. Please get it on time so I have enough water here while I'm locked up in this luxury prison. And it's always this back and forth conversation where you never know when that's going to happen.
Excuse me, and can I please have regular conversation? You know, here, I can't have regular conversation except on the phone when I talk to people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the people that work here, that's not regular conversation. Get out of here. And the people that live here, oh my God, hell no.
So getting rid of the cats won't let you possibly see your father next month for his 94th birthday.
She can't leave.
No, don't say I won't. Don't say I won't see her.
I said possibly.
I
said possibly. What I'm getting at is all of this feels like some sort of retaliation.
Oh, this is so heartbreaking. Just about her father. I mean, all of this, but that's pure evil.
In the last couple of weeks, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah. That's what this is.
Well,
you know,
DJ Envy, by the way. Hi, DJ Envy.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. Wendy, I told Envy that you thought he was gay because you saw him on TV with Tammy Roman busting his boyfriend.
Look. Leave me alone, DJ Envy. I remember that you came to me when I was doing radio, and you weren't even into radio at that point yet.
Right.
But you know what? You and Charlemagne, good.
This is not a mentally incoherent person, by the way.
Thanks to people like me.
No,
you know,
thank you.
Can I say? I want to say one other thing.
If it wasn't for you, Wendy, we wouldn't be doing the things that we doing now. So we appreciate all that you have done and all the trials and tribulations. Like we are on your show. Like if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having big shoulders, Wendy.
Absolutely.
Big shoulders and a big latch. Excuse me.
Just you know what, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. Anyway, continue to talk, Alex.
Hold on, I want to say this, Alex. I think we said enough. I just want this is a fuse. Yeah. This is a fuse that I wanted to light. So I know it'll explode, and then we'll know what to do next after this.
Correct.
And I want everybody that's in that system that Wendy is currently in. I want them to know that we know what's going on.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So she's not alone out here. You can't just isolate Wendy Williams and make her disappear. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. And I think that the last thing I want to say, Charlamagne, just to what you were saying, is anybody that knows my aunt has always been a unique personality. You know, that is who she is. How she's talking now and how it's, you know, she goes from one topic to the next as people spin right back to the
And if you watch the Wendy Williams show or you listen to her on radio, Wendy sounds exactly how she did back then as how she does now.
Topic.
That's right.
That's her.
Yeah, we know.
So for people that don't know her, maybe you're looking and you're like, huh? If you know her, which she's known very widely, you know, that's who she is. Don't try to twist who she is as if, oh, there's something wrong with her. No. You just don't know her the way we do.
And not even that, Alex. All the stuff that she's been saying for years is coming to fruition now.
Let's talk about that to prove that she's not cognitively
all that
impaired.
Stuff she's been talking for years.
Wendy, you got fired from Hot 97 years ago because of Diddy. All these years later to see where Diddy currently is. What do you feel about that situation?
Right.
Hey, when I watch TMZ and I see the stuff that goes on, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden I see me on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird seeing me on TV when I'm caught in this position. You know what I'm saying? The other day I was watching Cookout, and there I am in the first opening scene. I was like, oh my God. Season 1, episode 13, there I am on Martin. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Diddy will go to prison for life, people. You don't know things.
Put this woman back on radio. She still got it.
That I knew about Diddy back in the day. And you want to know what? It's about time, people. It is about time.
Put this
Diddy
woman back
done.
on radio.
She still got it.
Diddy done. Do-da day.
How you doing? See, she still got it.
Wendy.
Oh my God.
The queen has spoken. There you have it.
That's right. This is just the first step of many. Alex, love you. Wendy, love you.
Yes.
Yeah, Alex, keep
Thank
fighting
you.
a good
Thank
fight.
you
I
so
know it's
much.
up just up here, emotional right
What?
now.
I was over here crying.
Jess
I'm
Laris is crying,
Oh
yes.
my God.
And please, to all her guardianship and everybody else, y'all cannot hide Wendy. Do not hear this phone call and see this all in the news and think you're gonna take away her phone and you're gonna isolate her. No, we know the address where she at.
That's
If
right.
it happens, we already
And we're
know
gonna
what's
stay on
going
That's
top
right.
of it. That's right.
And we hope that we hope to see her next month in Miami with her father celebrating his 94th birthday and her family.
Do what's right.
And we hope that she gets to live in Miami as well.
That's right.
And start a podcast.
That's right. Yeah.
On the Black
On the Black Effect. iHeartRadio podcast.
Shut
That
up,
would never
man.
work out.
Wendy had a last turn. Huh?
Wendy, Alex, thank you so much. We love you.
Okay, again, the GoFundMe will be at the top of the link. There needs to be a complete reform of the conservatorship system, and we cannot keep having these conversations where we're like, there needs to be a reform. How can we hear something like this and just allow this to happen? And it's so fucking disgusting that she has no access to social media, allegedly, and all these stories about her being incoherent are out there. How fucking dare you? And I'm so glad this was able to happen. Muckers, I will love and leave you. I hope you're all doing okay. And again, just want to remind you, all of us here, including me, are only doing what we've done because Wendy Williams broke down that first barrier when it comes to all of this pop culture shit. From radio to TV. And remember that. I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.